Vi, keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her. Oh, God bless you. Hello, brothers and sisters. Woo-hoo! Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the second annual UPP Carpenters Appreciation Night. My name is Tom Flynn, and I am your Executive Secretary Treasurer. Tonight is about recognizing and thanking the people who make our union a success, active rank and file members. We've got a great crowd here at the Carpenters Center. And from what I understand, we've got great crowds in other locations too. There are 15 locations all over New England where members are gathered to spend time with their brothers and sisters and watch this live broadcast. Let's see if we can say hello to a few of them. Let's take a look at Millbury. So, is Millbury in the house? Okay. Let's look at Rhode Island. Is Rhode Island in the house? There's Millbury. All right, Millbury. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Let's look at Rhode Island. Is Rhode Island in the house? Let's see if we can get a view of some members in Connecticut. Connecticut in the house? No. Okay. Okay, now we had a long script to give credit to the members in Connecticut, but they're done. Another location that we've had is Newton in Metro West. In a few minutes, we're going to take a look at a project that they did in Newton. The members in that area volunteered to do a great project in Newton. We're going to show a video in a couple of minutes on that. So we should be able to see folks in Manchester, New Hampshire. That's Newton. Okay? Hey, Newton! Woo-hoo! Welcome! There's Newton. All right, Manchester. Hello, Manchester. You know, the folks in Manchester and New Hampshire, they did a lot of work to help defeat right to work when Republicans wanted to introduce right to work legislation, and they said no. Members got together, they contacted their local officials, and we defeated it. So let's give a big round of applause for Manchester. You know, in my time working for this great union, whether it was here in New England or traveling the country, there's always been one thing in common to every success that we have achieved. Individual union members who stepped up to the plate and joined their brothers and sisters with a common purpose. That's not something that's limited to political action. We see it in our area standards demonstrations. How many people watching the video saw themselves up there in some of the area standards presentations? Thank you so much. Whether it was building community projects, recruiting the next generation of carpenters, and every single day on job sites, we're a collective bargaining agreement, a carpenter steward, and the backbone of our members make sure that we are safe. We are all well paid, and we are respected for the skills that we bring and our hard work that we bring to that job site every single day. So all of these efforts rely on the involvement of carpenters, of wood framers. I thought I saw a couple of wood framers around here. Any wood framers in the house? All right. Any floor coverers? Okay. How about pile drivers? I know there's one. Hey! Let's hear it for the pile drivers in the house. Woohoo! What about mill cabinet workers? No, I know that they got a meeting upstairs tonight, so. Members of this union who put on the tools, put in a hard day's work, and then do a little bit more. Tonight, as we celebrate our active brothers and sisters, I ask of every member to join me in doing just a little bit more. Because we have some real challenges ahead of us. The industry's workforce is getting older. Though as I look around this room and I see the talent and the young kids that are assembled here tonight, I know we have a bright future. Owners and developers are putting more and more pressure on employers to cut prices, to cut benefits, to cut wages, and to cut safety. Important laws are being weakened or eliminated. Government agencies that should be protecting American workers are being starved off resources and pressured to use more business-friendly initiatives. The strength of this union, the strength of your union, is that you understand our role in the industry. We dedicate ourselves to developing our skills, to working hard, and to having a positive can-do attitude. In short, we know how to make our employees competitive and successful. And given the wages, benefits, and working conditions that we've negotiated, we owe them nothing less. We know America, and Americans know that we need strong unions. But few understand how unions can help them and their families, like you do. From the start of your career to the end of your career and throughout your retirement, it is our duty as union members to protect ourselves and the trade workers that come after all of us by reaching out to all unrepresented carpenters. And to do, as our founding father, P.J. McGuire, said, to educate, to agitate, and to organize. So let's hear that once again. Educate, agitate, and organize. We need to talk to unrepresented carpenters in your town about wages, about your annuity bonus. Anybody want to give back their annuity bonus? No? Really? I thought there might be a few that wanted to give it back. Health benefits are the training programs that are available to you as a union carpenter. You need to make sure, if there are young people in your community, that they know that they can make a decent living in the trades, but only if they get the training and representation from a union. We need you to post on social media. How many people participate on social media? Everyone.
Not everybody, not except for these two.
Okay. You need to post on social media with pride about the work that you do as a carpenter, about your skills and the teamwork of your crew. And if you're not on social media, do it at the Little League fields, or the community events, or wherever you get together with your friends and neighbors, and talk about the advantages of being in the union and being in the best union in North America, and that is the UBC, right? UBC, 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 UBC. Good job. Finally, strive to be the best carpenter and the best union member that you can be. Take advantage of the skills training and all the other programs that are offered throughout New England and at the UBC's International Training Center in Las Vegas. How many people have been to the ITC in Las Vegas? Brother Sillins, I didn't see you raise your hand. You've never been there, right? It's an amazing facility. And if you have the opportunity to some of the programs the ITC offers, when Brian Richardson reaches out and calls you and asks you to go there, take him up on that offer. It'll be a game changer. It's an incredible facility. And once again, thank you for all that you've done. So let's give yourself a round of applause. So now let's get on to the fun stuff. Enough of long-winded speeches, right? Okay. So every time you participate in a UBC event, a UPP event, I'm sorry, a slip was filled out with a card that had your name, or it was scanned and a slip was made. And all of those slips are now in the barrel up front. So for every event that you attended, your name was entered into that drawing. Maybe more than once. So Brian Richardson, our Director of Organizing, Brian? Let's hear it for Brian Richardson. And Steve Joyce, our political director. Steve? They'll draw the winners. We only have a few rules. Members can win more than one prize, but not more than one grand prize. All the winners must either be retired or current members of the union. Suspended members cannot win tonight. NERC employees cannot win tonight. After the names are drawn, they'll be taken in the back room, the control room, where they'll be checked by a few of our staff. Then they'll get typed up so that we can read them and announce them and post it on the screen. Because that process takes a few minutes, right before we came on air, in full view of everybody that was assembled here tonight, we drew the names of winners for the first round of prizes. So think about it. Some of you have already won. Who thinks their name's already been picked? Oh, no, I can't. I know my name hasn't. So, good luck to everybody else. In a minute, Brian and Steve will start drawing the names for the rest of the prizes that we're giving away so they can be checked and we can get ready to announce them. So let's talk about the prizes for a minute. Because I know that you just didn't come here for the sandwiches, even though the sandwiches were good, right? Or to listen to me talk, right? So what did you come here for? The prizes, okay. So tonight, our grand prize will be 5 vouchers for $5,000 each to Sandals Resort. You know, the weather's slowly getting warmer around here, even though it might not have seemed like it over the last couple of days. But you know what? But you know what it's going to be like in January or February when you're on the job. If you win one of these, you'll be able to leave the cold weather gear at home and go and relax. Or sooner if you want. It's totally up to you. But in addition to those prizes, we're also going to be giving away 15 big screen smart TVs, 15 GoPro Hero 5 cameras, 17 StubHub gift certificates for $250 each, 17 Amazon Echoes with an Amazon gift card, and 34 sets of noise-canceling headphones. No, you can't wear them on the job. Some of those are over-the-Bose headphones. Some are more sporty in-ear Beats. In addition to that, every location where a viewing event is being held, including this one in Boston, will have door prizes that involve a big screen smart TV. Places we have had larger crowds will also get a chance to raffle off additional gift cards. And if locations are really filled up, which I think this one is, they'll get a second TV and gift cards to raffle off as door prizes. So what do you say? You ready to get it done? Okay. Okay, so let's get to it. Our first prize winners will get the Bose headphones. And the winners are This is for the Bose headphones. Joshua Foucher from Local 107. Ed Bauer, Local 475. Jeff Doobie, Local Union 108. Donald Keene, Local 218. John Jankowski, 24. Bob Woodford, Local Union 2424. David DeCenzo, Local 218. Kurt Mansa, Local 24. Paul Bonnet, Local 33. Gary Monteleone, Local 43. Mark Curran, Local 424. Gary Irwin, Local 107. Desmond Roach, Local 33. Michael Jakes, Local 2168. Chris Kane, Local 107. Ed Bragg, Local 107. And Al Lariviere, Local 108. I thought I heard something about Desmond donating it, but maybe not.
Not enough to give it back.
Okay, this is for the Beats wireless headphones. Katie Talbot, Local 118. Sierra Rivers, Local 67. Robert Squeak, Local 94. Brian Andrews, Local 1305. Michael McGeever, Local 26. Joel DePio, Local 67. Joe Leonard, Local 218. Jamie Noel Metheny, Local 275. Jessica Lambert, Local 2168. Tom Keene, Local 118. Kevin O'Rourke, Local 475. Michael Basella, Local 40. Juan Vargas, Local 210. Camille Castillo, Local 218. John Ciccarelli, Local 40. William Dunning, Local 33. And Matt Finlayson, Local 218. Let's hear a round of applause. So as you can see, we've got a lot more prizes to give away. But first, let's take a look at a video of a community project in Sudbury that was helped along by a bunch of union carpenters.
Here at Great Meadows National Wildlife Refuge in Sudbury, Massachusetts. This property is owned and managed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. We undertook a project starting last summer to build a boardwalk nearly 1/3 of a mile long through wetlands. So this boardwalk both increases access for all people to come through the wetlands in an area that traditionally does flood once a year. On top of that, it does protect the wetland from foot traffic. So this boardwalk is really helping the community and the environment, and it was a huge project, collaborative effort. The New England Regional Council of Carpenters reached out, and we were able to set up an official volunteering opportunity to have carpenters come out here and volunteer on this boardwalk.
The Carpenters Union has a union participation program where all the carpenters are asked to donate their time to do charitable projects such as this. It's of great benefit not only to ourselves but to the union by establishing relationships, but also as an individual you just feel good having given back to the communities that you're working in.
We've actually had a carpenter at every phase of the construction, whether it be the support structures in the beginning, the first phase, where leveling and measuring is key to have everything be wheelchair and handicap accessible, to creating the frame where precision cuts were repeated and necessary, and there were lots of custom angles. The decking was the most tedious, and this was the longest phase because you only move 6 inches at a time, plank by plank. So at that, really having the efficiency of the carpenters here is a massive help.
The day that I participated in this particular project, there was another carpenter with me, and we were building the framework. We built about 200 lineal feet of this boardwalk.
There was a 1,300-foot boardwalk out there. So that's 1,300 feet of support structures, 1,300 feet of framing, 1,300 feet of decking, and 1,300 feet of edging. You know, over 5,000 feet of actual work end to end. We had plenty of help on this project from all different walks of life, but each carpenter that requested to come for this project, they did the work of multiple untrained volunteers. So it was like having a small army in one person. The materials we used, the idea and the design were for longevity. So this boardwalk should last a long time. And I invite you all to come here to Great Meadows National Wildlife Refuge and take a stroll.
I think you'll all agree, it looks like a nice, peaceful place. And I'm sure a lot of people will be able to enjoy that. In that video, we saw Michael Loyne. I want to say, and I hope everyone will join me, and say thank you to Michael and all the other members that participated in that project. So let's hear a big shout out to the group. So now we're going to announce the winners of 17 Amazon Echoes, otherwise known as Alexa. If you're not familiar with these, the Echo is a voice-activated speaker that will play music, tell you the weather, keep the shopping list, and look up the scores of last night's Red Sox games. Sorry, Connecticut. And with a couple of accessories, you can get it to turn on and off the lights in your house or change the temperature on your thermostat. All you have to do is ask Alexa. So here are the members that are going to have their new best friend in their homes. From Local 67, Brian Stock. Michael St. Laurent, Local 94. Frank Scallo Jr., Local 24. Manager Mesgadera, Local 33. John Ferreira, Local 2168. Kevin Monahan, Local 33. Shane Henry, Local 24. Roger Young, Local 24. Doug Lake, Local 275. Neri Gomez, Local 94. Tom Downing, Local 33. Mark Brennan, Local 2168. Tim Newton, Local 210. Steve Corson, Local 33. Ted Seasholes, Local 475. Bill Frost, Local 218. And Keisha Campbell from Local 33. Oh, that was a typo. I'm sorry. Congratulations. Okay. So now it's time to draw our first Sandals Resort voucher. We're going to draw this one live and read it. And in case you're not familiar with Sandals Resort, here's a quick look at what somebody is about to win.
This is what luxury included feels like. Chefs are creating masterpieces. The staff is putting their finishing touches. Bartenders are shaking things up. Butlers are preparing for your arrival. When can we expect you? Sandals, the world's only 5-star luxury included resorts.
Okay, does anyone think that they don't want that voucher after seeing that video? The winner of the first Sandals voucher is Carpenter Michael Terry from Local 24 in Connecticut. Congratulations, Michael. So now we want to show you a video of some of the work that you are all doing to hold contractors and developers accountable. This is one of the main reasons why the UPP was created. It helps us to take advantage of our strength, our numbers, our members, to have the greatest impact that we can.
The UPP was put into place 4 or 5 years ago because we saw what was happening in the industry, that wages were being lowered on the non-union side. It was making it harder for union contractors to compete. And we knew that the one big thing we had were people power. So we put the program in place, and the turnout has really been remarkable.
Well, I'm standing to show support for my union.
Every person matters. The more people that are involved, the stronger the union is.
The things that we do, whether it's political action, holding rallies and demonstrations, doing house calls, meeting with workers, it all takes a lot of time. And if we have a lot of people pitching in, it makes it easier for everybody, to get the job done.
Just one afternoon out on a line or a couple hours at a planning board meeting could have a huge impact over the course of 10. So on nights like this, when everybody gets together, it's a great show of solidarity and how we can shape the future of our union and keep ourselves employed.
So these rallies are not only a chance for you to catch up with other members that you haven't seen in a long time, you get to feel that sense of power of 200 people working together towards a common good, but that common good also has tangible results. We will work man hours going forward.
I came here to this rally to support my union and my local, to make sure that the union keeps strong.
I've been to a lot of rallies, I can't even count. So, we fighting for everyone to have equal rights with pay, benefits, and etc.
In today's environment, the non-union workforce is working for 1980 wages with 0 benefits. And that's a real threat to the whole industry. These people are being exploited. Government agencies don't really seem to care about these workers. So it's really up to the rank and file carpenter to expose the business practices of both the developer and the general contractor. The rallies and demonstrations we do, we're really not aimed at trying to hurt the immigrant worker that's working on site. We're trying to show the exploitation of that worker. We want every worker to be, a well-paid carpenter that can provide for his family, be part of the community, be part of our union.
Like many things in life, what you put in is what you get back. There's more to being a union carpenter than just going to work every day and doing the 8 hours. The extra stuff that we do through UPP, through volunteer organizing committees over the years has paid us back manyfold.
It's really all of us sticking together. Unions were built with the thought that everybody working together, you're stronger. That a group is stronger than an individual. And I applaud all of you that have, stepped up over the last 2 cycles. But I would encourage you on your job sites to talk to people and let them know how important this is. The union belongs to all of us, and we all have a role in creating union jobs, creating a labor force that is proud, that's determined, that's trying to protect the middle class, and that's the role that we all play.
Like the police, like the teachers, like all aspects of the community, the Carpenters Union is there and active in that community and is part of that community.
We'll be back! We'll be back! We'll be back!
So thank you to all the members who are participating in these weekly demonstrations. They're so important to make people aware of what's going on and to know that we're not going to ignore it. So we saw a few members in that video that we want to recognize, including Angel Castillo and Jason Kubert from Local 107. There they are. We also want to recognize Dan Campagna and Jim Carey from Local 275. They're watching in Newton. There they are. Hey, brothers. Woo! Thank you for speaking up in the video. And right here in Boston, we have Keisha Campbell from Local 33 and Jose Velasquez from Local 40. Thank you. Keisha's the shy one. We're actually going to keep Keisha and Jose here, and they're going to help us with the next round of prizes. So Jose is going to read off the winners of the $17 $250 StubHub gift cards for us. Jose?
First, we got Michael Marshall, Local 218. Jerry Siplas, Local 107. James Cahill, Local 210. Cahill. Michael Morris, Local 43. Brandon Lab, Local 67. Mike Conway, Local 26. Bob Pierre, Local 218. Keith Fitzpatrick, Local 218. Sean Clazy, Local 107. David Limon, Local 210. Dominic Quintillini, Local 67. Shelton Mitchell, Local 67. Brian Trahan, Local 33. Rich Gilballs, Local 1305. Patrick McDowell, Local 33. Charlie Rancy, Local 26. Dennis Ambrose, Local 40.
Thank you. And now, Keisha, why don't you go over there and draw the next winner of the Sandals Vacation Voucher?
Money talk. Money.
Just one, right? Just one.
Okay, Daniel. What? Afita? Afita? Is it Afita? Afiti? Alfie something? Alfia? Local 723.
right, good job. Excellent. One more time. Let's thank Keisha, Jose here, as well as Angel, Jason, Dan, and Jim, who are featured in the video. Our last video of the night features Tasha Wormley, a union carpenter in Connecticut. Tasha's not a new member, but when you listen to her speak about her experience and see her attitude, I think that you'll recognize a few different ways the union has been improving and changing.
I'm on a Yale job and I'm doing flooring, and I usually do concrete and stuff, so it's kind of interesting for me to learn something new that I had no idea how to do floors before. You asked me about concrete, I could have did that, but this is interesting, and it always helps you, you know, in case you buy a house, or you can always have a chance to work on stuff yourself. Before I joined the union, I went to Job Corps, and when I was there, my teacher told me about the union. You learn on the job, but you also go to school for training, and the school breaks it down for you so you can have pretty much a basic idea of how to start doing it. But they made it very easy for me to understand. Females, they're very welcome in the trade. The guys are helpful. It's interesting. You know, you get to learn new stuff all the time. And it's something that you could actually use in your life for the rest of your life. And being a female in the trade is actually quite easy now. I know it wasn't that easy before, but it's quite easy now. The guys are respectful. They watch what they say. And it makes work easier knowing that I'm not making them uncomfortable and they're not making me uncomfortable. So, but I enjoy it.
Now, obviously, the union didn't have a lot of women of color when some of us came in. We've opened the doors to our union and worked to create a positive culture for incoming members. It's also hard not to notice how passionate Natasha is about her work, about her skills, and about her union. All of that comes across pretty clearly, and we only heard her speak for a minute. I know Tasha is watching from Yalesville. Let's all thank Tasha for sharing her story. So every viewing location tonight is going to have door prizes for members who came out to watch. And as we said earlier, before we came on the air, we drew a name for one of the door prizes here. The Joe Diaz, Carpenters Local 40, was drawn, and he is going to take home a 55-inch TV tonight. But we've asked Joe to do one more thing for the UPP program. Joe's going to read the names of the winners for the GoPro cameras, and then Joe's going to draw the third winner of the Sandals Vacation. So let's hear it for Joe. No pressure, Joe.
We got Brian Gosselin, Local 40. Jose Hernandez, Local 723. David Bailey, 26. Dave Narcella, Local 40. Scott Golding, 108. Angel Morales, Local 43. Nick Pong, Local 33. Steve Piglowski, Local 2168. Tom Zud, Thompson, Local 118. Dave Pierre Marani, Local 107. David Radcliffe, Local 40. Joe Adisa, Local 218. Anthony Thompson, Local 56. Jay Sebastian, Local 26. Chris McDermott, Local 33.
Hey, Joe, come here for a minute. Let's hear it one more time for Joe. So now Joe's going to go over to the barrel and pull out a winner for the third voucher for Sandals Resort.
Michael Mello, 723.
Maybe they can go together. Okay, a few minutes ago we watched a video of members who demonstrate some of the best attributes of union carpenters. At a recent graduation ceremony for apprentices that was hosted in Millbury, Joel Trojan, the owner of Century Drywall, who joined the UBC 30 years ago as a first-year carpenter apprentice, and is now the owner of one of the largest drywall contractors in New England, spoke. He talked about how important it is for carpenters and how important it is for apprentices to make a positive impression, to build a good reputation in the industry. People remember how skilled you are, but more than that, they remember how hard you work. They remember how you handle yourself on the job site. Your reputation follows you and can open doors for employment on the job site or to the unemployment office. Remember, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Last year, on NERC social media, our members were encouraged to post pictures of themselves and their crews. How many did that? Okay. So our staff took the pictures and posted them on our feeds along with information about it. This program was called Friday is for the Members. And it became a pretty popular feature for us. So what people saw was not the snarling Neanderthal construction workers that might usually come to mind. There were happy faces, there was camaraderie, and there was a lot of pride. Our union, our members need to show that to the public more often. Each one of us in this room and gathered in 15 locations throughout New England has the potential to show that our trade is still an honorable one. It deserves to be respected, and so do we. So good news is we're going to bring that back. But beyond that feature, I want everyone in this union to be proud of themselves and our union. That's what we do, and it is who we are. So we are members of the United Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners of America. Who are we?
UBC! UBC! UBC!
Oh, wait.
UBC!
Really? Come on.
UBC! 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 UBC!
Our hands build the future of America, and our voices build the future of our craft. The last group of prizes we have to give away before the final 2 Sandals vacations are the big screen TVs. And here are the winners. Steve Levesque, Local 40. Patrick McDonough, Local 33. Fred Clement, Local 210. Paul Pickowitz, Local 118. Brianna Humphrey, Local 33. Ryan Rayum, Local 1305. Mark LaCroix, Local 111. Steve Rogers, Local 26. Justin Righty, Local 26. Greg Poole, Local 218. David Silve, Local 210. Samuel Perez, Local 43. Rich Downing, Local 33. James Matheson, Local 108. And William Oakes, Local 43. Let's hear it for the winners. Andy. So today we are very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have with us today Andy Sillins. Andy is the General Secretary Treasurer of the UBC, and he's a proud member of the New England Regional Council of Carpenters. Andy's going to say a few words, and then we're going to draw the last 2 names for the Sandals vouchers. Gives me great pleasure to introduce General Secretary Treasurer Andy Sillins.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to be very brief. I get to pick the last 2 Sandals prizes, and I know everybody's dying to hear who they are. It's great to be back here in Boston. It's fun when I, listen to Tommy speak about culture and members, and everybody can understand that he's actually, talking like a real person. But when he was going around the country trying to get the Democrats to win the House and the Senate and the presidency, of which he didn't do that good a job, did you, Tom? But there were many people that used to make fun of his lack of pronunciation of the word R. And so it's good to be amongst you here. I'm a JP guy, for those who don't know me. Been around a long time, and I do see a lot of familiar faces. And I will add to the fact that it's great to see a lot of women here. And when I joined back in 1968, we still were going through where women were literally accosted on the job site, insulted, and what are you doing here? You're taking a man's job. And so this is refreshing and wonderful, and so my hat's off to the council. Also, I would just like to say it's so fun being here because of the progressive members we have within the council. And, we feel like we're special here in New England. And we've had wonderful leadership throughout the years. But I will tell you, I am so personally happy and satisfied and looking forward to great things from your new leader, Tom Flynn. He's really. He's not a drama queen. What did I forget? Where'd Stevie's secretary Johanna go? She was saying, "Oh, is Tommy being funny tonight?" But she was excited when they showed that Sandoz video with the 2 martinis. I don't think you can win Martin though, because she works for the council. Too bad. So anyways, it's great to be back here. I'm sure you're going to do a lot of great things, and I want to share those with you. And the good news is I think all of us made it through what we call the Great Recession, and things are looking good here. And I hope with the hard work of your leadership and the support of all the members, we will have a bunch of years where everybody has gainful employment and has wonderful economic times with their families. So thanks for inviting me, and I guess we'll get to the drawing now. Like Trump. And from my home local, Sarah Bullock. Sorry, you got to be here, Sarah. I'm only kidding.
And the last voucher, not from 723, but from Local 40, Samuel Mayhew. Oh, he left? Oh, sorry. Samuel here? No? Well, thank you very much. I hope everyone had a good time. Don't leave. Whether you won a prize or not, it's always good to be with so many union carpenters. Thank you to the members at the other viewing events in other locations. We had members participating in Fall River, Local 1305, in Millbury at the Training Center, in Wilmington with Local 26 and 111, in Newton at 275, in Sharon at Local 535, in Springfield at Local 108, in Pittsfield at Local 108, in Warwick, Rhode Island, Local 94, in Hartford, Connecticut, Local 43, in Monroe, Connecticut, Local 210, New London, Connecticut, Local 24, Yalesville, Connecticut, Local 24, New Hampshire, Local 118, Portland, Maine, Local 1996, and Burlington, Vermont, Local 1996. You know, there's a lot of work it took a lot of work to put this together. Hey, if everyone can quiet up for a minute. So at this time, I want to acknowledge the staff that helped put this together. Many of you have talked to the staff, but now here's the opportunity to put a face with the name. Bert Durand. Molly Walsh. Ellen Weber. Dan O'Connell. John Flavin. Cosmo Angelakis. Oh, I knew she was not going to be up here. Johanna Grealish. My assistant, Mary Hibbett. Beth Conway. Penelope Genowin. Patrick Horan. Brian Austin. What was that all about? Huh? Did somebody promise to take him on the sandals trip or something? Huh? Lyle Ham. Mallory Anderson. Nicole Kearns. I know Liz was here earlier. I don't know if she still is here, but let's hear it for Liz Skidmore. And Carol Fripp. I also want to say thanks to Rob Massey and the crew from Pulse, who helped turn this into a must-see TV NERCC/TV event. I think it will be up for a couple of Academy Award nominees. So right now we're going to go off the air now and draw the remaining door prizes here in Boston, and let the other viewing area locations do the same. Thank you, everyone, and good night.